Okay, here's a note. Circles, let me repeat that. Circles are easy, right? We just need a center, we just need a radius. You're familiar with the equation, right? The equation of a circle being what? What is the equation of a circle? Again, in its just standard form. This is called standard form. The standard form for the equation of a circle is x minus h, quantity squared, right? Plus y minus k, quantity squared, equals r squared. And you're like, okay, yeah, we did that already. We know that already. This is the equation of a circle in standard form. If I give you any equation like this, which we've done, if I give you any equation in this form, you can tell me the center, you can tell me the radius, right? Okay, so you guys agree that's r squared. That's r squared, but we know that if we just find r, that's the radius, right? Yeah, mister, we did that already. Why are you telling this again? And there's a reason why it says minus h. Like, that's why you change the sign. That's why it's a negative there in the formula. Okay, but we know that this is our center. Yeah? And it's kind of a little bit weird seeing the formula like this with no numbers. But if I give you one with numbers, you'll quickly give me the center and the radius, right? So real quick, yeah, just to remember where we left off. So an example would be what? Well, x plus 6 squared plus y minus 8 squared equals what? Okay, equals 9. Can you give me the center and the radius? Well, you're going to be like, yeah, that's so damn easy now. If you can give me an equation like this, you can easily give me the center and the radius. Okay, so you're like, okay, why are we looking at this again? You're going to see right now. Everybody cool? If it's like this, the center is what? Negative 6, right? Opposite of the positive 6, negative 6, comma, positive 8. Yes? Yeah, that's easy. And is that the radius? No, that is not the radius. That is the radius squared. It's been squared. But you take the square root of both sides, you're going to get 3, right? Are we fine? You guys can handle that? Yeah, we've done this already. Okay. All right. Ready? They're not going to give you, here's new. Woohoo. Here's the new stuff. That's not the new stuff. Here we go. Here's the new stuff. Now you're going to be given an equation not like this, not nice and ready, and not in this standard form. It's called general form. This is the general form. I'm sure you don't care what it's called. Here's what it's going to look like. X squared plus y squared minus 14x plus 12y, plus 4 equals 0. That's the one that I need you to find the center and the radius for. Has anybody seen this before? No. And you know what's the best part? You guys know what the best part is? You already know how to do it. You already know how to do it. Does this equation, which is in general form, look anything like this one? Of course it doesn't. It's not even close. But this is an equation of a circle. And I need you to find the what? Find the what? Center and what? Radius. Okay? All right. Find the center and the radius. What in the what in the what? How am I going to find the center and the radius? I don't want it to look like this. What is this? What is this mess? I don't want it to look like this. I want it to look like what? Like this. If you can convert and rewrite that equation to look like this, I can give you the center and the radius all day long, yeah? Now notice what's happening here. Notice what the structure of this equation is. I have two completed squares. The x is a completed square, and so is the what? And so is the y a completed square. Do you guys see that? And then the numbers over here? Yeah, so we're going to do that. Here it goes. We're going to do that. See, I got an x squared part here, and then I got another little x here. Here's x squared, and here's another part of an x here. That's how I know it's not a completed square. And then I got a y here for the y's here. And then I got another floating y over here. I know that's not a completed square. And then here's a number. Here we go. The first step you're going to do is what? You're going to rewrite. We're going to rewrite this. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the x squares and put those next to each other. You guys agree? Those are the parts that have the x, right? I'm going to put the x squares next to each other. I'm sorry, the x variables next to each other. Then I'm going to put the y's over here. I'll leave a little space. Next to each other. Yeah? I used those two already. I got the x's. And then I used the y's already. What do you think we do to the number? What do you think we do to the number? Yeah, throw it to the other side. If that's positive 4, then over here it's going to be negative 4. Yeah? And guess what you're going to have to do here? Complete the square. I got to complete the square for this one. And see, I'm going to use parentheses here because they're eventually going to have to be squared, but it's not yet because they're not completed squares. But I'm going to leave a little space, yeah? I'm going to have to complete the square for the x. And I'm going to have to also complete the square for the y. So there's something I got to add here. So I'm going to leave a little, little open box there because I know I need a number there that's going to work for this to complete the square for the x. And likewise, I'm going to have to complete the square here for the y. So I'm going to leave a little box here. Try to complete the square for the y. Complete the square for both. Complete the square here and complete the square here. Okay. All right, let's look at this one. If that's a 14, a negative 14, what do we have to do to complete the square? I'll take half of that. Isn't that going to be an x minus 7 and an x minus 7? Right, because you guys should be so sharp with completing the square now. If that's going to be true, because that's a negative 14, half of 14 is negative 7 and negative 7, right? What's the number that goes here? 49. Yeah, I told you guys already know this. You guys agree I have to add a 49 here? I'm adding 49 over here to this side of the equation. Guess what you have to also do over here? To the other side of the equation. Add 49. Yeah? Remember, whatever you add to one side, we're going to add to the other side. Okay, that's going to do that one. And we also have to do it for the y. And if that's a 12, if that number is a 12, what does that mean? That means that this has to be y 6 and a 6, right? Yeah. So what number do I have to add here to this side and then also equally to this side? What is it? 36, yes? I got to add 36 to help it complete the square here. And if I add it to this side of the equation, you got to add it to this side of the equation. Tell me what's left, because we're almost done. Tell me what's left. What did you make happen here? You got x minus 7 squared now. Plus what? See? Plus this, y plus 6 squared is equal to And now remember, we only had the -4, but then we added the 49, then we added the 46. So what did we get here for this sum here? Is it 81? I think it adds up to 81. Anybody do 49 plus 36? It's 81. Thank you. It is 81. It is 81. This is my equation. Oh yeah, that's actually going to be one of the tasks, to first write the equation in standard form. Is this equation of a circle in standard form? Yes, this is the equation of a circle in standard form. So yeah, we found it. We did it. Once it's in this form, yeah, you can tell me what the center is now, and you can tell me what the radius. What's the center for this one? +7, right? Opposite and opposite. Too easy. Everything we've been building up to do is to do a problem like this. And if that's 81, well, that's the radius squared. That is not the radius. That's the radius, but it's been squared, right? But that means the radius would have to be what? Take the square root of both sides, so the radius is 9. Here we go. What are we doing that's new? Nothing. We're using everything we've been learning and applying it here. We're good? All right, let's do one more. That's it. I think you can do it. That's it right there. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, number 2. That's going to look intimidating, but you know what you need to do. You're going to be fine. X squared plus y squared minus 26x plus 28y plus 353, 1 equals 0. Intimidating. Oh, wow. Okay, so we actually got to find 3 things. We're going to find and rewrite this equation in standard form. Once it's in standard form, you give me the center, you give me the radius. What's the first thing? We rewrite it. Let's rewrite it. Let me get the x's here. Oh, what the? That's not plus, it's minus. X squared minus 26x, right? X squared minus 26x. And I'll put that and group it right there. Plus, and now the y squares. That's going to be y squared plus 28y equals. And I use the y's right there, okay. And then we throw that number to the other side of the equation, right? Move it to the other side, okay. And now we got to complete the square. Now I'm going to rewrite it again because I got sloppy here. Something needs to be added here. And you kind of have to look ahead to come back and fill up this number. Well, isn't that's going to be x minus 13 and x minus 13? That's what I got. Yeah, because half of 26 is 13. So negative 13, right? Because negative 26. And 13 times 13 is 169. Did you guys get that? Well, that's right. And then for the y, if that's a 28, well, half of 28 is y plus 14 and y plus 14. Is that right? Yeah. And 14 times 14 is 256, or what is it? Anybody get it? 196. Well, there you go. Yeah, don't trust your 196. Oh, but yeah, remember if you added 169 to this side of the equation, you gotta add it over here. And if you added 196 over here for this part, you have to also add it to the other side of the equation. Yeah, don't forget that. We're almost done. We are almost done right here. What do we got? I'm going to have what? X minus 13 squared plus y plus 14 squared equals, right? Equals. And then, what is that going to be? Whatever it is, that's going to be my equation in standard form. X minus 13 squared plus y plus 14 squared equals. Anybody add that up? Calculator time?
It was 12.
It's just 12?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 12 too. All right, that was the hard part. Now the easy part. Give me the center and the radius.
The center is 13, negative 14, and the radius is 2 radical 3.
13 positive and negative 14 for the radius?
Yes.
Yeah, the opposite and the...
center.
Yeah, I know, but opposite and opposite, right? Yeah, correct. Too easy. And the radius is 6? Oh, watch out, watch out. No, no, no. It's not half, right? That is the radius squared. See, don't do it in your head. Don't think of it. That is the radius squared. So what's the radius?
2 radical 3.
We got to take the square root of both sides. That's going to be r is equal to, yes, usually you get plus minus, but since radius cannot be negative, we'll just take the positive answer. And 12 can be simplified. 12 can be simplified, so we're going to look at 12 as 4 times 3. Right? And I'm just showing all the steps. I know some of you don't have to show all the steps, but if you need to see how this gets to 2 root 3, this is the way you get 2 root 3. Because 4 is the only one that has a perfect square root. The radius is 2 root 3. Whew. There it is. Everything we've been building up and learning is to apply it here and do this kind of problem. And the great thing is, right, because this is circles, we're doing the units on conics. When we get to the parabola and the hyperbola and the ellipse, it's the same deal happening. So you're also learning it for those when we get to those. All right, that's it. There it is.